What are the chances? Out of all the ways to die,
Phil Hartman, who gained fame on Saturday Night Live, was found shot dead in his home.
these celebrities met the exact same bizarre fate. No connection, no shared time or place.
It stops them from moving forward and becoming what they should be in the future.
Just a chilling, inexplicable thread tying their final moments together.
I've had the best life of anybody that could ever known, and I want to celebrate my life. That's what I want to do.
Brace yourself for the eerie coincidences in celebrities who freakishly died the same bizarre way.
Well, it's easy with the boat because you can get on the boat and within minutes, you're away and it's peaceful.
November 29th, 1981, a yacht off Catalina Island, California. Natalie Wood, 43 years old, one of Hollywood's most luminous stars, was found floating in the Pacific Ocean. The irony was suffocating. Wood had spent her entire life terrified of water. She'd famously confessed to friends that she had a premonition she would drown.
I've always been terrified, still am, of water, dark water, sea water.
That night, she was on the Splendor with her husband Robert Wagner, actor Christopher Walken, and the boat's captain. An argument erupted between Wood and Wagner. The captain claimed he witnessed an explosive, alcohol-fueled fight. Hours later, Wood was in the water. Her body bore bruises. Despite the suspicious circumstances, authorities ruled it accidental. She was 43, 4 years later, January 1985.
I personally find that I do better just being myself. But I'll tell you, everything I do turns out kind of funny.
Carol Wayne, 42, a comedic actress best known for her sketches on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, was vacationing in Manzanillo, Mexico with her boyfriend Edward Durston. Wayne, like Wood, was terrified of water and couldn't swim. There was even a running joke among her friends that she could never drown because of her physical attributes. But she did. She was found floating in the ocean, fully clothed. The last time anyone saw her alive, she and Durston were in the middle of a heated argument. Suspicions arose, but the death was ruled accidental. 2 beautiful actresses, 2 drownings in the Pacific, 2 arguments with their boyfriends, 2 deaths ruled accidental despite the eerie parallels. The ocean had claimed them both.
My mother made me wear my boxing gloves so I wouldn't bite my fingernails.
April 15th, 1984, the Her Majesty's Theatre in London. Millions of viewers tuned in to watch live from Her Majesty's, a prestigious television special. Tommy Cooper, 63, a legendary British magician and comedian known for his fez and slapstick humor, was in the middle of his routine. He was doing what he did best, making people laugh with physical comedy and illusions. Then, mid-performance, he dropped to his knees. The audience laughed. They thought it was part of the act. Cooper was known for his unpredictable physical performances. Nobody backstage moved. Nobody in the audience gasped. The laughter continued. It took several minutes before someone realized something was genuinely wrong. A commercial break was called. Cooper was rushed to the hospital, but he was already gone. A heart attack had killed him on live television, watched by millions, and nobody knew it was happening. 35 years later, April 11th, 2019, Ian Cognito, 60, a flamboyant British stand-up comedian, was performing at the Lone Wolf Comedy Club in Bicester, England. Cognito was known for his theatrical, over-the-top performances. Minutes before his death, he'd made a joke about having a heart attack or stroke, a callback to his usual comedic style. When he sat down on a stool, put his head back, and started twitching, the audience thought it was hilarious. They laughed. He was breathing heavily, then fell silent. The audience continued laughing for several minutes. It was only after an extended pause that someone finally called an ambulance. But Cognito was already dead. A heart attack just like Cooper. Same country, same profession, same tragic misunderstanding. The audience thought the death was part of the show. The opera, Tristan und Isolde by Richard Wagner, has a reputation. Musicians whisper about it. Conductors dread it. It's considered cursed. Wagner himself struggled writing it. His wife left him during composition. Cast members fell ill. One lead died shortly after performing. The superstitions surrounding the work are legendary, but nothing prepared the music world for what happened in Munich. 1911. Felix Mottl, 54, a celebrated conductor, was leading the 100th performance of Tristan und Isolde at the Munich Opera House. His mistress was singing the female lead. According to legend, she was singing the aria, Death-Doomed Head, Death-Doomed Heart, when Mottl suffered a massive heart attack. He collapsed on the conductor's podium. Somehow, he clung to life for 11 more days before succumbing to his injuries. He died in the same city where he collapsed, in the same opera house, conducting the same cursed work. 57 years later, 1968. Joseph Kielberth, 60, an expert on Wagner's works, was conducting Tristan und Isolde at the same Munich Opera House. He stood on the exact same spot where Mottl had collapsed decades earlier. He was conducting the same orchestra, in the same venue, performing the same opera. The male lead had just finished singing the aria, Let Me Die, Never to Awake, when Kielberth did exactly that. A heart attack struck him down in the identical location where Mottl had fallen. Two conductors, two heart attacks, same opera, same city, same spot on the stage, 57 years apart. The curse of Tristan und Isolde had claimed another victim.
Mr. Secretary, I must say I found your presentation here this morning somewhat disingenuous.
May 2008, Senator Edward Kennedy, 76, announced he had been diagnosed with glioblastoma, an extremely aggressive and rare form of brain cancer. The news shocked the political world. Kennedy was a titan of the Senate, a Kennedy legacy, a man who had survived countless personal tragedies. But glioblastoma is relentless. Kennedy disappeared from the Senate for treatment, but he returned for a crucial Medicare vote, a final act of political duty. 15 months after his diagnosis, on August 25, 2009, Kennedy died. He was 77. His friend John McCain, a fellow senator from across the aisle, delivered a eulogy at his memorial service. 9 years later, July 2017.
I've had the best life of anybody that could ever known, and I want to celebrate my life. That's what I want to do.
John McCain, 81, announced he had been diagnosed with the same cancer, glioblastoma. The New York Times ran an article titled, Eerie Parallels Between John McCain and Edward Kennedy. McCain, 81 like Kennedy, was in the middle of a major healthcare debate in the Senate. Like Kennedy, he left for treatment but returned to vote. He voted against repealing Obamacare just days after announcing his diagnosis. 13 months after his diagnosis, on August 25, 2018, exactly 9 years to the day after Kennedy's death, McCain died. Same cancer, same date, same Senate, same healthcare battles. The parallels were impossible to ignore. Two political giants, two glioblastomas, two deaths on the same calendar date, 9 years apart. May 28, 1998, 3 a.m. Phil Hartman, 49, a comedy genius who had starred on Saturday Night Live and went on to successful roles in television and film, was asleep in his bed in Encino, California. His wife, Bryn, had substance abuse issues. Cocaine and alcohol were her demons. That night, they argued about her drug use. Phil went to bed, hoping the argument would fade with sleep. It didn't. Bryn retrieved a gun. She fired 3 times. Phil was shot in the head and chest while he slept, defenseless. She then called friends, confessed what she'd done, and drove to a friend's house to show them.
When the officers arrived at the location, they extricated a 9-year-old male and were in the process of taking a 6-year-old female out of the house.
When police arrived, Bryn locked herself in the bathroom and shot herself in the head. A murder-suicide, born from addiction and rage. July 4, 2009. Steve McNair, 36, a legendary NFL quarterback turned actor, was asleep on his couch in downtown Nashville. His girlfriend, Sahel Kazemi, knew he was cheating on her, not just with his wife, but with multiple women. Their relationship was deteriorating. 2 days before, Kazemi had been arrested for a DUI. She bought a gun. As McNair slept, she shot him 4 times, twice in the head, twice in the chest. Then she shot herself once in the head. Another murder-suicide. Another woman with substance abuse issues. Another man shot in his sleep. Another shooter who took their own life immediately after. The parallels were undeniable. Both victims were shot while sleeping. Both shooters were women with substance abuse problems. Both relationships were deteriorating. Both women killed themselves after the murder. 11 years separated the deaths, but the method, the circumstances, the tragedy, they were eerily identical. December 31st, 1997. Michael L. Kennedy, 39, son of the legendary Robert F. Kennedy, was skiing with his extended family in Aspen, Colorado. The Kennedy family had a tradition of playing football on skis, a dangerous game that had been passed down through generations. One friend who was invited to participate refused, calling it very, very dangerous. Michael was an extremely talented skier, but that afternoon something went wrong. He lost control. His body collided with a tree at high speed. The impact caused catastrophic head injuries. He was rushed to the hospital but was pronounced dead about 90 minutes later.
And sometimes, because people can't let go of that past, it stops them from moving forward and becoming what they should be in the future.
6 days later, January 5th, 1998, Sonny Bono, 62, a former pop star turned politician and U.S. representative, was skiing alone in California. He left his family in the afternoon and didn't return by evening. They reported him missing. Ski patrol found him in a wooded area. He too had smashed into a tree. The collision caused massive head injuries that killed him. 2 men, 2 trees, 2 ski resorts, 6 days apart. Both deaths ruled accidents. The New York Times ran nearly identical articles about both deaths within a week. (1966). Lenny Bruce, 40, a counterculture comedian and provocateur, was found dead on his bathroom floor. A heroin needle was still sticking out of his arm. He died alone. Bruce had been arrested multiple times for drug possession and had battled addiction throughout his life. His death marked the end of a brilliant but troubled career. 2004. Robert Pastorelli, 49, best known for starring on the sitcom Murphy Brown, was found dead on his bathroom floor. A heroin needle was still in his arm. He had battled heroin addiction and was being investigated in connection with his girlfriend's death when he overdosed. He died alone.
To do right by the story and to try to illuminate it in a way that hopefully is surprising,
2014. Philip Seymour Hoffman, 46, one of the greatest actors of his generation, was found dead on his bathroom floor. A heroin needle was still in his arm. Hoffman had been sober for 23 years before relapsing. He went to rehab in 2013, but it didn't work. He died alone. 3 men, 3 bathrooms, 3 heroin needles, 3 deaths spanning 48 years. All alone, all in their 40s, all with the needle still in their arm. The method was identical. The location was identical. The solitude was identical. 3 brilliant artists destroyed by the same drug, in the same place, in the same way. November 30th, 1983. Michael Whitney, 52, an actor with a respectable filmography, was sitting down to dinner with his young daughter at a restaurant in New York City. He was estranged from his wife, the iconic model Twiggy, but he was trying to maintain a relationship with his daughter. He never got to eat. A massive heart attack struck him down. He was rushed to the hospital, but doctors couldn't revive him. He died before the meal could be served. December 30th, 2003. John Gregory Dunn, 71, a renowned journalist, screenwriter, and novelist, was sitting down to dinner with his wife, Joan Didion, at their home in New York City. They were about to share a meal together. A massive heart attack struck him down. He died before he could enjoy the meal with his loved one. 20 years separated the deaths. Both men were in New York City. Both were about to eat dinner with family. Both suffered massive heart attacks that killed them instantly. Both died before the meal could begin. The coincidence was haunting. Two men, 2 decades apart, both claimed by the same fate at the same moment, before dinner. Some say fate plays cruel jokes. Others believe in signs, karma, or cosmic patterns. But when multiple stars die in the same freakish way, coincidence starts to feel a lot more like something else. What do you think? Is there meaning behind these strange similarities? Or are we just trying to make sense of the senseless? Let us know in the comments below. And if this left you unsettled, you're not alone. Make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss more stories just as eerie, tragic, and unbelievable. Thank you for watching.